I just realized that our youth is exactly like the illustration on an instant noodle packet.
Ah, you mean looking all snack-worthy and artistic?
No, I mean the outside shows shimmering shrimp, meat, and poached eggs. But when you open it, there's only a bit of dried onion and a betrayal of faith.
Ha ha, at least instant noodles have a seasoning oil packet. My youth only has a packet of pressure and deadline spices.
Exactly. When I was 18, I dreamed of being a CEO in my 20s, wearing a suit, holding a latte, and strutting through skyscrapers.
And the reality?
Reality is a ninja wrapped in 3 layers of sun-shielding clothes, racing to buy street-side broken rice at noon, and drinking coffee just to make my heart beat fast enough to fight off sleep. Nothing chill about it.
What about those classy weekends at the beach?
Now, on weekends, I lie motionless like a forgotten sausage in the fridge, trying to reconstruct my soul after a week of being drained by my boss.
Me too. Last night, I boldly set an alarm for 6 a.m. to purify my mind, meditate, and live positively.
And did you become a new version of yourself?
Yeah, the version that sleeps until 11 a.m. I realized my willpower has a lower capacity than an old iPhone battery.
I think our generation has a supernatural ability.
What ability?
During the day, we complain about exhaustion and wanting to quit everything to move to the countryside, to raise fish and grow vegetables. Then at night, we stay up until 2 a.m. watching videos on energy management.
Haha, that's a type of self-destructive revenge bedtime procrastination. I'm even worse. I watch a day of minimalism videos by YouTubers, then get excited and check out 3 decor items to serve that minimalist lifestyle.
Truly an endless loop of contradictions. It seems adults falsely advertised adulthood.
Totally. They say, work hard and you'll succeed, but no one warns you that after working hard, you still have to join a Zoom meeting at 10 p.m. on an empty stomach.
And no one says that being an adult is actually just the process of going to the supermarket to compare prices between 2 brands of dish soap.
When I was a kid, I thought freedom was doing whatever you liked. Now I know freedom is just the right to choose between overtime for money or rest for debt.
I used to find kids crying in the middle of the supermarket because they couldn't get candy, so annoying.
And now,
Now, I think those kids are brilliant, because at least they can cry to get what they want. As for us adults, after we cry, we still have to touch up our makeup to get to the meeting on time tomorrow morning.
but on the other hand, our generation has a high-speed healing ability.
How so?
A cup of milk tea with extra toppings can resolve all grudges with life within 5 minutes.
And immediately wipe out that month's savings plan. My bank account is like an action movie. Money comes in the front door and is immediately ambushed by bills at the back door.
Mine is like a horror movie. Every time I touch the check balance button, my heart nearly jumps out of my chest.
Haha, but don't you find it strange? Even though our mouths complain and our backs ache, we're still very resilient.
You mean the I know tomorrow is Monday, but I'm still binge-watching this movie tonight kind of spirit?
Exactly. It's a risky kind of optimism. We're like trial versions of adults full of bugs and constantly crashing, but never stopping the updates.
Maybe the beauty of youth is that, even though we know the noodles don't look like the picture, we're still willing to boil the water and wait for 3 minutes.
Well said. Here's to us keeping that fragile faith before our bank accounts hit 0.
And most importantly, let's hope we don't hit snooze 5 times in a row tomorrow.
Haha, I can't promise you that.
Look at you. You look like a 2010 CPU being forced by your boss to run 2025 graphics software. Is the OS freezing or about to explode?
I just had a week so long that my phone sent a notification. User shows signs of fossilization. Would you like to book a ticket to resettle on another planet?
That bad? Did your company have a massive reshuffle? Or did your boss demand a mindset innovation again?
Not exactly. My boss just suffers from excessive toxic positivity. Monday morning, he walked into the office and declared, "Our team needs a new life force. Treat the deadline as your lover."
Sounds romantic, doesn't it?
Oh, very romantic. Until 3 hours later, that lover sent a 4-page email with the closing line. I'm disappointed because you aren't passionate enough.
Right, pumping energy directly into your heart with a defibrillator.
My heart that day shrank smaller than my bank balance after paying rent.
Haha, at least you got to be the lover of a deadline. My place this week reached the peak of absurdity.
Tell me, so I can see a glimmer of hope in my own life.
My company had an online meeting to discuss the new quarterly strategy. My department head, a extremely serious and dignified man, forgot to turn off the cat filter he used with his daughter last night.
No way. Don't tell me he just left it on for the whole meeting.
He did. He was passionately presenting on revenue growth and cost optimization, but on the screen was a tabby cat with shimmering eyes, occasionally twitching its ears and winking at the board of directors.
Haha, I swear, if I were there, I'd have to quit because I wouldn't be able to stop laughing.
The whole room was dead silent, everyone holding their breath until their faces turned purple, until the accountant couldn't take it anymore and timidly raised her hand. Your Majesty, can this month's KPI be paid in treats and pate?
And how did His Majesty react?
He froze for 5 seconds, then scratched his head and replied in a somber voice, "Meow. The financial situation is being a bit overpowered by the humans. Keep trying, team."
I used to think that when we grew up, the world would be more professional and stable.
And then you realized?
Adults are really just children with beards, who know how to wear shirts and have the right to pay their own internet bills just to go online and complain.
Spot on.
Yesterday, I had a real epic fail. I forgot to send a report to an important client. At 1 a.m. I suddenly remembered, bolted up like a spring, and sent the mail immediately to prove I'm a dedicated employee working through the night.
A risky move. Was the client moved to tears?
The client replied, at 1:02 a.m., "Thanks for resending. That same old file from last month. Go to sleep, kid. Stop performing."
Haha! Oh my god! A combo of embarrassment and sleep deprivation.
I stared at the ceiling for half an hour, wondering why I haven't been cast as the lead in a show called Dead End Decisions.
Don't be sad, I once sent the hugging heart sticker to the CEO instead of my best friend.
Occupational hazard, or a promotion scheme.
I wanted to crawl into a hole, but the kicker was that the boss hearted it back and said, "Thank you, I also value your enthusiasm." Since then, I haven't dared to resign, fearing the boss will think I'm heartbroken.
Haha, office relationships these days are a complex ecosystem beyond Darwin's understanding.
I'm just hoping to survive each Friday. Every Friday night I make a vow. Today I will detox my soul and go to bed at 10 p.m.
And the actual script is?
2 a.m., and I'm still engrossed in videos of people building pools in the Amazon with their bare hands or how to make bamboo chicken coops in rural Italy.
I get it. After watching, you feel like a survival expert, but the reality is waking up the next morning and struggling with the lid of a discounted instant noodle cup.
Dreams of a better life usually vanish faster than the Wi-Fi speed in this shop when it's crowded.
The other day I asked for the password, and the staff looked at me as if I were asking for the central bank's vault code.
Ha! Makes sense. Who told you to sit here for 4 hours with just one black coffee?
I just ordered a plate of cake, okay. I have to legitimize my occupation of this power outlet by the window.
But honestly, are you okay? I notice you joke the most when you're the most tired.
I guess. I'm a bit drained. Some days I open my laptop, stare at the screen for 10 minutes, and feel like I'm looking into a cosmic black hole.
Waiting for it to finish the work itself?
No, I'm praying for a miracle that would make the computer spontaneously combust, so I have a legitimate reason to go home and sleep.
I understand. Sometimes closing the laptop and then opening it isn't to fix an error, but to reassure yourself that you still exist in this machine.
Thanks, Emma. Thanks to your silly stories, that 1.8 million workload deadline feels a lot lighter.
That's life. If we can't be bosses, we'll be laughter therapists for each other. Just to remind you that besides KPIs, the world still has good coffee, sweet cakes, and friends ready to hear you vent.
Hey, if we both get fired for real, should we open a coffee shop?
Are you going to name it Deadline Coffee just to scare away customers?
No, I'll call it Not Today. Motto: if it's hard, do it tomorrow. If it's easy, also do it tomorrow.
Deal. You'll stand at the bar and pretend to be busy, while I sit by the door and judge the customers' fashion choices.
Truly and dream job.
Well then, finish your drink, future boss, so you have the strength to go to the office tomorrow and plan for tomorrow.
Switching to less ice today? Afraid of the cold or afraid of fossilizing in the shop?
If I take in any more ice in this weather, I'll turn into a walking ice block and you'll have to pay for a crane truck to haul me home.
Don't worry, a popsicle doesn't grumble about the weather for 30 minutes straight like you do.
Hey, that's called sharing a worldview, not grumbling. Grumbling is saying meaningless things, while I'm speaking with depth and narrative.
Oh, so which geological layer has today's depth reached?
It's at the part where I see people in love, and it's so simple, it makes me envious. This morning, I saw a couple eating bread on the sidewalk. She took a bite, crumbs got on her cheek, and he naturally wiped them away, looking at her as if she were the most precious gift in the world.
And you were moved to tears?
No, I felt a bit lonely. I realized that for years I've been wiping my own face with free napkins. No hand of destiny has ever appeared.
Maybe it's because you eat too cleanly, leaving no traces for a partner to show off their skills.
Alex, do you think love is actually just a collection of things so small they're almost mundane?
Definitely. Like remembering exactly that the other person hates green onions, is afraid of the smell of durian, or needs extra lemongrass in their peach tea.
Or when I'm having an irrational meltdown, instead of arguing, they just sit there and watch me perform.
That's called advanced survival skills. I graduated from that training course with someone who specialized in saying, "I'm fine, you go ahead and hang out."
Haha. And did you actually go?
If you go, it's over instantly. Hard-earned experience. When a woman says it's fine, it means there are about 74 issues waiting for a 2-hour presentation.
We aren't complex at all. We're just testing your reading comprehension skills.
Your art of communication is indeed strange. Replying to a message with a period is Cold War, a comma is "I'm waiting for your explanation," and an exclamation mark is "Watch your life."
What about sending a heart icon?
That's a nuclear weapon, extremely dangerous because you don't know if it's followed by a reward or a shopping request.
Haha, you're a real expert at decoding thrillers. But seriously, I only like low-key love. No need for candles, no need for flowers every day, and definitely no grand vows that sound like a multi-level marketing movie.
Sounds budget-friendly for men. Go on?
Just someone who remembers to buy the exact cake I crave when I'm stressed, or knows when to be silent when I've just been scolded by my boss.
What if they buy the wrong flavor?
Then I'll be mildly annoyed for 5 minutes. But if they add a cup of milk tea to make up for it, then it's eternal love.
It turns out, love is actually just a series of emotional transactions accompanied by food.
Don't ruin the romantic atmosphere with that realistic outlook. I mean the feeling of always being in a corner of their memory. Like how you know I'll fall asleep during a movie even if it's only been on for 10 minutes.
Not only do I know, I even know you purr softly, like a cat.
Hey! Keep it down! My self-esteem is being seriously injured.
But I find that purring quite cute.
Don't give sudden compliments like that. My processing system hasn't been upgraded to handle cheesy lines.
I'm serious. Some people try so hard to be tough, but actually just opening a bottle cap at the right time is enough to make them fall for you.
It's not that we're weak, it's that we like the feeling of being pampered. If he can't open it, then we both take it to the waiter. That's what I call sharing both joys and sorrows.
Haha, convincing. I used to think love had to be like a Hollywood movie, running in the rain, shouting each other's names, rose petals everywhere. Now I see. Just having someone to listen to your silly stories after a day of being harassed by deadlines is enough.
Like right now?
Yeah, exactly like right now. No filters, no scripts.
The coffee is still too hot.
If you drink it like that, you won't need to spend money on lipstick tomorrow. Your lips will be naturally red.
Because you talk so dangerously. People who say heartfelt things in such a calm voice like you usually make others lose sleep.
Maybe that's my slow burn strategy.
So, if you truly liked someone, what would strategist Alex do?
I would remember the smallest things they say, make time for them no matter how busy I am, and most importantly, be the first to make them laugh when the world makes them cry.
Sounds like you've had some practice?
Maybe. But some people get clumsier the more they like someone. Instead of saying I miss you, they send a derpy cat meme. Instead of asking are you tired, they tease until the other person goes crazy.
That sounds strangely familiar. Is that person also pretending to be normal while their heart is beating like a festival drum?
Haha, which type do you think I am? Foolish or pretending?
I think you're the annoying type. Because you keep leaving things half said, making people think,
If I said it all, what would you have to lose sleep over tonight?
haha, truly annoying. But I agree with you. Someone who makes you feel at peace is much more precious than someone who just makes your heart flutter for a moment.
So do I have a chance to be promoted from acquaintance who owes money to person who brings peace?
Let me go home and watch some healing videos at 2 a.m. before I can answer that.
Haha, oh man, it seems I don't want to go home yet either.
Good.
Good why?
Because I was also going to ask you to go eat something, with lots of crumbs, to see if you intend to show off your skills by wiping my face.